things. Really pleased with the effort. Saw a lot of guys chasing the football. Was really happy with the rotation we were able to go with up front with this defensive line. I think that paid off. It's nice to see waves of guys go out there one time and get productive play out of them. And I thought the back seven at times worked well together, and at times that's an area we need to continue to improve.
Well, what did you think of EA not today?
EA was a little bit overzealous at times and missed a few tackles. I think he's getting a feel for playing the position he's in now full time, where he's covered up a lot more, and he really can just focus on key and diagnosing the running pass. But he had great effort, made some nice tackles, missed some tackles he'd like to have back that I know he'll get cleaned up and do a better job next time.
For a guy that's as aggressive as him, what can you say to him that sort of help him figure out when to be
I think it's just repetition. He's got to get out there and get a feel for the game and get loosened up and get a feel for the offensive line and the speed of the back, and because he is a real quick, key and diagnose guy. So I think backing him up a little bit, backing him off the ball a little more so he can kind of wait a bit, let things key and diagnose in front of him might help him a little bit.
What are some things that stood out to you about Stanford on film?
They mix a lot of different personnel groups. They do a really nice job of playing situational football, and they're you got to be very impressed with their Scarlett running back. I think he's a really good player. He's very patient, and then their downfield passing game is always hard to do.
What about Davis Mills? Any impressions of him yet?
No, just he's got a lot of accolades coming out. Saw some tape on him. He's obviously got a lot of things you like in his position.
Do you watch any old tape of him? He doesn't have a lot of college tape.
Well, we had a lot of time this week, so we spent a lot of time watching film.
Okay. Older film of him, maybe.
Well, it's been a long week.
Okay.
You've seen enough of him, it sounds like.
Well, he's whoever plays, we had to go out and run our calls, execute what we think is good for us to go out and do on Saturday night.
In saying that you want to run your plays, do you, Stanford coming in, do you kind of adjust anything according to what they do? Their downfield passing that you mentioned earlier.
Well, they're gonna mix a lot of different personnel groups, and so it forces you to do a lot of different things from a matchup standpoint. So it'll be a little bit different preparation than what we had for opener against Fresno, where they were not returning many people, and you were kind of unsure about what they were going to do offensively based on the people that they had, and you really just basing things a lot off of their staff and what they've done in the past. So there was some adjustment on the fly with them.
How do you feel Davis is most different from KJ?
KJ's stats are incredible. He's a very high percentage passer. He's very good. He commanded that offense. Coach Shaw gives him a lot of latitude within the offense. So he just has a lot more experience within it and in game type situations. Live.
How does Fresno get 762 yards on Travis when they look back at it?
Well, I think when you look at the running game, the quarterback had 56 on scrambles. He had 44 on the zone read, 13 being the longest. And they had 27 yards on a reverse. And they had probably anywhere from 20 to 30 yards on fly sweeps. And the running back only ran for 53 yards. So the biggest stat that I have that I'm concerned about in the running game is what's the true running back carry the football. That's the guy we're trying to stop. The guy that's going to get the ball from the quarterback's hands and his hands on in between the tackle bases. And so I was happy with our run fits from that standpoint. The thing that I was disappointed in was the scramble yardage and the ability for the quarterback to keep plays alive. I think in a lot of first game situations, when you are rushing for the first time in a live full-time situation against a quarterback like that, it's a field type thing, and that was very much a concern of mine going into the game, was keeping our rush lanes consistent. And I think you probably heard me mention that, the rush lanes with the quarterback, and he was able to move around and get out, and that's where some of the bulk of the rushing yards came was from him. And then the explosive plays in the passing game, third and long, giving up a touchdown pass, backed up, giving up a long touchdown pass. There's probably 175 to 220 yards we just talked about. So there was just like any game. There's things you were happy with in that game, and there's things within the game that you got to get cleaned up and get better at. But we're just happy to get a win and give Fresno State a lot of credit.